Hello, happy and smart developers. Welcome to the coding boat. This is part 3 of difference between SQL and NoSQL. In previous two sessions, we have covered what is SQL database software and what is NoSQL database software. Before starting today's session, let me revise important points. So, what is SQL database software? SQL database software is collection of databases where each database is collection of tables, where table is collection of rows and columns, and in table columns are fixed but rows can be changed as per requirement. Now, NoSQL database software is collection of collections. NoSQL database software is collection of collections where each collection is collection of documents and each document is nothing but data stored in file format. Now let's begin today's session, and we are going to cover exact difference between SQL database software and NoSQL database software. Let's move on. This is the difference between SQL and NoSQL. Let's see point wise. SQL is table based, NoSQL is document based. What does it mean? As already we have learned, SQL database make use of tables to store data. Hence we can say that SQL is table based, and NoSQL makes use of document, nothing but data stored in file format. Hence we can say that NoSQL database is document based, not table based. SQL displays data in table format. NoSQL displays data in file format. And now SQL has static schema, NoSQL has dynamic schema. What does it mean? Static schema means fixed structure. Dynamic schema means which changes as per requirement. Now SQL is table based, columns are fixed, hence SQL has static schema, and as NoSQL is file based, hence NoSQL has dynamic schema, means schema of database changes as per requirement. Now while entering data into SQL database, we need to take care of 2 points. One is need to follow order, another one is need to take care of type of data. Let's understand. SQL is table based, hence while entering data into table, we need to follow the order of column. We cannot jumble or we cannot skip any column. We need to follow that particular order of column. Another thing is I need to take care of type of data which I am entering in that particular column. It means in salary column I cannot store string value, and in name column I cannot store float value. Okay, in NoSQL I no need to take care of order, and I no need to take care of type of data which I am entering. While storing data into NoSQL database, I no need to take care of type of data and order in which I am entering data, as there is no table. It is having dynamic schema. Dynamic schema means schema which changes as per requirement. Now SQL is not best suited for storing hierarchical data. NoSQL is best suited for hierarchical data storage. SQL is table based. So if I want to store data which is structured, then that I can store in SQL. But if data does not have any particular structure, that I cannot store in SQL. Correct? So SQL is best suited for structured data storage, not best suited for hierarchical data storage. And in NoSQL, schema is dynamic. So NoSQL is best suited for hierarchical data storage. Now, we use structured query language to store data in SQL, and we use document to query data in NoSQL. SQL is best suited for structured data storage, and structured query language is powerful language to define data, manipulate data, and retrieve data, to access database. It provides complex, or we can say difficult, queries. Hence, we can make use of structured query language, as there is particular structure in SQL database. But in NoSQL database there is no particular structure. Hence, we cannot make use of structured query language to query data in NoSQL database. So in NoSQL database, to query data we make use of documents. Now, last point, SQL database expands vertically. NoSQL database expands horizontally. What does it mean? SQL is table based, NoSQL is file based. Table means fixed column and rows are not fixed. As rows are not fixed means they can increase as per requirement. So if I enter new data in SQL database, then database will expand. But in NoSQL we don't have table. That's the reason if I store data or new data in NoSQL, then it will expand horizontally. So this is exact difference between SQL database software and NoSQL database software. Observe this difference once for having better understanding. Now, I had decided to finish this topic in 3 parts, but for better understanding, I need to give real-time scenario where we use NoSQL database software and where we use SQL database software. For that reason, I will have to increase one more session to cover this topic. Increase one more session to cover this topic. So you will get part 4 where we will see real-time scenario where we use SQL database software and NoSQL database software. Hope you have understood the exact difference between SQL and NoSQL. That's it in this session. Let's meet in another session. Thank you.